Hi everyone, welcome back to the Sedona International Film Festival 27th annual year. We are so glad to be here. I'm coming to you live from the Sedona Performing Arts Center, and I want to say thanks to all of the sponsors that allowed us to have this incredible festival again this year. Thank you. It's truly an honor to be here, and I have another incredible filmmaker in the seat. Please introduce yourself and your film.
All right, well, hello. My name is S.J. Chiro, and my film is East of the Mountains, which stars Tom Skerritt.
And I was talking to you last night
Right.
in the trolley, and this is his first time playing a leading role.
It's unbelievable.
I don't understand.
You can't comprehend it because he's so ubiquitous. He's just had such an enormous career. Mm-hmm. But it's true that this is his first leading role, and he really knocks it out of the park.
He does, and he carries this entire film. I finished it this morning.
Oh, good.
I was riveted.
Yeah.
I wanted to watch it last night when I came home, but I was so tired.
Oh yeah, no, it's best to watch it fresh.
And I wanted to see it fresh. That was exactly it. And all the finite details were so perfect. My dad was a vet, so it was really interesting to see that whole stitches part.
Oh yeah.
I love the connections that you were, making between all of these characters.
Yeah.
How is it working with this legendary actor? I mean, really.
Well, he is legendary, and he's just such a magnificent person inside. And I think that this film actually really captures that humanity that he just holds and exudes. You know? He's a master of his craft, but he's also very humble and understands that our work is to get inside humanity.
And he did this in this role under your direction. Thank you. I mean, the music is really impeccable. The cinematography is incredibly beautiful. And of course, you cast a local, with Jewel.
Yes.
Playing a young Tom Skerritt.
Yes.
In this. And also, I love those couple of little insets. How did that whole part of the film come about?
Right. Well, the young Tom Skerritt really informs the older Tom Skerritt, so you really have a contrast. And so that role was extremely important. And Jewel just did a very beautiful job, along with his partner, Victoria Summer Felix, who plays the young version of Ben's wife. Yes. Right. And so they really had to be partners together to show how deep that love was and began, and all of that history that later informs how Tom's character feels.
Yes. And this journey that we get to go on with this man and his truth.
Yeah.
It's so, was it hard to get this out of this cast and this performer, including working with a dog? Right?
Working with a dog, yes. I thought that was going to be very, very hard.
Yes.
I was steeling myself. In my past feature film, I worked with children, and of course I steeled myself for that. And actually, it turned out to be very easy. Really, it was such a flow. And then the same thing happened with the dog, actually, because we had such great dog wranglers and just amazing people handling the dog. But the dog winds up playing a much bigger role than I was aware of when we just read the script. The dog
was pivotal.
He is pivotal.
Because there was a part of me, and I don't think I'm giving anything away. Can you just tell what we're talking about? Can you give them the synopsis?
Oh, okay. So Tom Skerritt plays Ben Gibbons, a retired heart surgeon and recent widower. And he finds out that he has cancer and decides that he wants to end his life on his own terms. He takes his dog for one last hunting trip, but doesn't go as planned.
Yes.
Yeah. So the dog is the companion along the way.
And the dog is really, he is a character that I was thinking, he can't leave this dog. What is he thinking? I could not even imagine.
This is based on a book by David Guterson, but the same title, East of the Mountains. And in the book, he has two dogs, and he brings them both out. And, the screenwriter, Thane Swagger, and I asked David Guterson, what is he thinking?
Yes.
How can he bring these dogs out, and what is he thinking?
Yes.
And David
Knowing
Guterson,
what he's
yes,
what he's
exactly,
planning, and then
right.
what happens to these. I was on the edge of my seat.
Oh,
Like, this is
well, good.
not cool. You
Yeah.
can't do this.
It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. But when you're under stress and you're just kind of thinking this one way, this kind of rigid way, this kind of
Selfish in a way.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah, you could. But there's a certain stoicism. There's a certain there's a term for it. I'll remember what it is.
Well,
but it's something that's indoctrinated in us as Americans.
Yes.
This kind of like, I can do it myself.
And I don't need any help.
Yeah.
When he goes into that whole explanation of what happens, I know what's coming.
Oh yeah.
I mean, my heart stopped. I was like, I get this.
Yeah.
And it also, for me, opens up some new thoughts.
Yeah.
Like, why can't this be a beautiful choice for someone instead of a shameful one?
Right.
Right?
Right. I mean, there's no real black or white answers in
No.
this. There's a lot of things to consider about humanity.
Yes.
But he definitely goes on a journey. He goes on a physical journey. He goes on a spiritual journey. He goes on an internal journey as well as an external journey. And he gets somewhere at the end.
Yes, and
Yeah.
you brought all of that, so thank you.
Thank you.
This is a beautiful film, and I love that
Thank you so
Tom
much.
Skerritt is finally being recognized as a lead actor.
Yeah, he should be.
As he should be.
Yeah.
So thank you for this. Thank
What
you
a
for
pleasure.
This beautiful film. It's screening tomorrow evening, correct?
That's right, at 7.
7 p.m. Get
Yeah.
your tickets. I think there's a few left. This is not one that you're going to want to miss. It tells a really beautiful story, and it brings a lot of questions. So thank you for being at the film festival.
What a pleasure and what an honor. Thank you very much for inviting us here.
Of course,
Yeah,
of course.
We're delighted.
And stay tuned. Once again, we'll be back soon with some more filmmakers.
Thank you.